Hi, I'm Amy of Handmaiden. This is my monthly podcast where I update you on what I've created in the past month and anything that's new with Handmaiden. So I'm coming to you from the bottom of the South Island of New Zealand in a town called Gore. Today I'm wearing my contrast sweater. This is something I knitted quite early on in my sweater knitting journey. Without looking at my Ravelry, I couldn't tell you how many years, but it's the contrast sweater by PetiteKnit, and the original pattern is done with two colours of yarn, like the top half in one colour and then the bottom section in a different colour. I just went with all one yarn. This was hand dyed by Weir. It's her beautiful silk merino 8-ply, and it's so drapey and delicious. I've had it for years, worn it, and it hasn't pilled, like it's worn really well. And I didn't even alternate skeins, and that just goes to showcase how beautiful Heather's hand dyeing is, that there was no colour pooling in it. It's beautiful. Yeah, got a nice rolled neckline. I love that kind of that feel and look on a sweater design. And then it has this saddle shoulder. You can kind of see the construction there, how there's this little saddle coming along the shoulders. Yeah, go to, I like this one. Thinking, what did I actually finish this time? I did finish the wee singlet I was working on, the June Top Light, again a PetiteKnit pattern, and I was knitting it up in a beautiful linen blend yarn. Here is the singlet. Not quite singlet weather here today, hence I don't have it on. Could have worn it underneath, but then I couldn't have shown you the same. So I was like, the longest part of it was doing all the I-cord bind off, like while there wasn't too much to knit, because you're like, oh yeah, it's a singlet, it doesn't have any sleeves. Or you had to pick up all the stitches around the neckline all the way around to do an I-cord bind off. That definitely took time, but again, the finish is beautiful. Always happy with how it's finished. Such a nice drapey fabric, delicious. I-cord all around the armholes and all around the body of that wee singlet. Thinking. Here we go. Sanders Garn 4-ply, and then line linen. It is 53% cotton, 14% linen, 33% viscose. Yeah, nice to work with. It's the same as the blood orange that I'd done, the 8-ply. Same yarn, this is just the 4-ply weight, and I got it from Ribbon Rose. It's really nice plant-based yarn to work with. So yes, that was my June Top Light. There you go. And I think that is all I finished. Like, obviously it's been holiday season here in New Zealand, so lots of other stuff's on. It's school holidays, so we've got Lily around and stuff. I've been working on quite a few things though. I finished opening my beautiful advent from Amelia of Not All New. I shared some of that last month's podcast. So I finished opening all the parcels of yarn from Amelia and knew that I wanted to make something to showcase all the colours. Here we go, all these beautiful mini skeins that I've since numbered because I want them to come in a certain order in my pattern. Yeah, all the mini skeins, and this bag was in there. You can get these from Amelia when she's at her markets and stuff. She comes to the festival I organise in May as well. If you want to get your hands on one of Amelia's beautiful bags. Look at inside, it's all lined and beautiful, and there's pockets in there and stuff. So clever. This is a wool blanket that she's dyed. So I am using the advent from Amelia to make the Lullaby blanket. It's a Tin Can Knits pattern. Nice and screwed up. Lullaby. Yeah, this beautiful kind of wavy design. And you use your main skein to break in between the colours. my blanket so far. I've done 12, got through 12 of my colours. Here we go. And I'm doing the largest size because I wanted to use as much of the yarn as possible. So there's like 200 and, I was going to say 240 ridiculous stitches along here. Takes a wee while to do a row, but it looks stunning. I'm very happy with how it's coming out. Pretty. It's a dark green, just like the dark green of the blanket that Amelia's dyed. This solid in between colour. So there's 12 colours and it only used a tiny bit of yarn for each stripe. So the full 25 colours will repeat a couple of times until I've got the length of the blanket that I would like. Yeah, happy with how that's working out. Beautiful. Next thing on my needles is another shawl, another one of those Two Friends shawls. So last month I shared one that was more of a reddy kind of pink colours and I'd finished that one. Doing another one of those. This one is beautiful buttery yellows, which are my favourite summery kind of colours at the moment. These were dyed up by Cat of Broomstitch. Sun Chaser is the beautiful yellow. This is Cat. Go check her out. And then the one that's got purples and yeah, this bit here. This pretty one. That's called Clairvoyance. Cat of Broomstitch. Yeah, so just using 2 skeins and garter stitch sections, and then you kind of do a fade by changing colours into an eyelet section. Just done another garter stitch, and now I'm going to move into the same eyelet section but in the Clairvoyance colour, in that colourway there. Yeah, super fun. I don't know if you can see, oh, it doesn't show up very good, but I had a play and held a strand of sparkle in with the yellow. Where is it? There you go. I had some, I've got cones from the machine knitting, and there's this random cone of gold sparkle and it's so fine. So I held that, a strand of that in the yellow here, just to add a bit of twinkle, but it has taken away from the softness. So I don't think I'm going to put the sparkle in any more sections, like, because it's going to be close to your neck. You don't really want the scratchy. It's much softer without this, the sparkle strand in there. Yeah, there's another Two Friends shawl happening. And then, not knitting related, I have been working on my quilt. So I joined a Facebook sew along that's being run by Emma Jean Jansen for her Zip It quilt, and I definitely shared, yeah, last month it looked like bunting, like I was piecing lots of pieces and they're all still stuck together. That is now, I finished the quilt top, and Lily and I have laid it all out and started pinning. Well, we've pinned it all together now, all 3 layers, so it's ready to quilt. It is big and heavy. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you all of it on the screen. It probably won't all fit, but yeah, maybe go check out my social media or something. There might be a better photo of the whole thing. Here goes the Zip It quilt. So I'm using lots of fabric that I was gifted, like a lot of them are from my grandmother, and some of these plain ones was a sheet that I'd got from the op shop and cut up to do the in-between colours. Yeah, just went through my stash. I've literally only bought the op shop sheet and another reel of cotton that I needed. That's all I bought so far for this quilt. All the rest is using stuff. As you can see, the batting that I'm using is an old wool blanket. Again, it was gifted. It was a bit marked and stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to put it as the batting in my quilt, which is, I guess, how quilts used to be made anyway. You used up all the stuff and all the scraps. Zip It quilt. It's going to be I think it's going to be like a queen size, definitely a double bed size quilt, and it's got such a beautiful weight to it, having that wool blanket in there. All pinned, ready to go. And I'm fortunate enough to have a sewing machine that I can fit it all through, like the arm of the sewing machine's big enough that I can quilt it all at home. I'm not going to send this one away, I'll do it myself. And I'm going to do nice plain, just like Emma's design, like nice plain horizontal quilting lines. It's just going to be quilted all in lines. I don't know if you can tell from that picture. Quilted in lines. Nice. Yep, this one's a zipper quilt. What else has been happening? The colourway for January went out, so the first exclusive colourway for our birthstone collection. You can probably see some red up here. Here is the fluff. Here is the beautiful January braid of fibre. It was dyed up on Corridale from Anna Grattan, so of course it's delish. Yeah, there were 3 different reds in there. Yarn Club went out on a 80/20 yarn base, merino nylon from Wild Earth Yarns. Yeah, so all local New Zealand fluff wool this month. Also made lots of little markers, so each yarn and each fibre went out with this little garnet, like a little bead, and then I've turned it into a stitch marker. And the Fibre Club members also got a little green pouch this month, with the idea being you could collect all your markers, like the 12 months worth of markers, in your little green pouch. Yeah, so I had a couple of skeins. There's some of these left. Some fluff is left on the website if you want to go and grab one of those. And then I also had a few skeins of the yarn left, so I dyed them with the same colours but made them self-striping. So, and they've got the little garnet stitch markers on as well. So does that one. Again on the website, but only a few, so grab them while they're there. Yeah, 80/20 merino nylon. I normally use a 75/25, but this one was delicious and local, thanks to Wild Earth Yarns. Cool, that was Garnet. Next month, February, is Amethyst. That's the birthstone. Yeah, if you sign up before the end of January, you would have signed up in time to receive the February's colourway. That was Fibre Club. My wee niece Penny was born. Yeah, that was happening. Last month I shared the blanket that I'd machine knit for her. So yep, she's arrived and I got to gift her beautiful blanket. And I also machine knit a couple of pairs of socks, just the use during the month, and they've gifted those. I am working on some Valentine's sock sets. The yarn's not dry to show you, but again, colourful and based around super fun stitch markers that I made up. So they're going to be self-striping yarn with a mini and then a set of these super fun markers. I guess I'll share on social media when they're ready. But yeah, Valentine's sock sets, gonna be nice and bright and colourful. And then also recently I did a post on social media and shared the summery gobstoppers that are currently in stock. So there's these ones with little ice creams, and there's the ones with mermaids. So all bright and summery. They make me think of summer and the beach and ice creams and stuff. And then also super fun ice cream stitch markers. They look better on the website. Yeah, so all in stock, those ones. Go and have a browse. Then, other exciting things happening. Jan of Crofters Yarns is organising a train trip. So leaving from Dunedin, because it's all run under Dunedin Railways, Dunedin to Oamaru, and that's on Saturday the 21st of March. Yeah, lots of fun things to do in Oamaru but the main thing that I'm going to be doing is going to check out Purple Sprouting's new shop. Paula and Sam have got their own shop now opened in Oamaru, so totally join us on the train from Dunedin to Oamaru. It's going to be a fun day out. I will be on board with a basket of beautiful gobstoppers. I'm dyeing some self-striping gobstoppers for the trip that will be, yeah, inspired by the trip. So custom with special little markers that I've had made for them. Yeah, you'll have to come find me on the train if you want to grab one of those. All the details are through Crofters Yarn. I'll link it in the show notes below. So yeah, check out the show notes, and yeah, any questions, get in touch with Jan, I guess. Yeah. Otherwise the tickets will go on sale through the Dunedin Railways website. Apart from that, I am deep into organising the Deep South Fibre Festival that happens on the 2nd of May, Saturday the 2nd of May, like duck shooting weekend. Yeah, I organised that here in Gore at the Gore Town and Country Club. Already got like 42 traders confirmed for that. It's going to be another big day, so get your group of people together and come hang out in Gore for the weekend for fibre yarny goodness. Yeah, I think that's about all from me today. Thanks again for watching and joining me. Feel free to comment below, ask any questions. Yeah, otherwise I'll catch you next month. See ya.